Pepper spray products. Which choice is best for you? Hi, my name is Ian Kinder with Live Safe Academy. When it comes to choosing a defensive tool, no option is 100% effective or 100% ineffective. You have to know the strengths and weaknesses of the choices that you have available and then make the choice that's best for your circumstance. When it comes to pepper spray, I don't think pepper spray is a reliable means of incapacitation. What that means is if you spray somebody and they get a hold of you, they're probably still going to be fully capable of hurting you. Though if I had to fight somebody off, I'd rather fight them off when they're fighting the effects of the spray than when they're fully functional and focused on me. But what I think of pepper spray is as a reliable means of distraction. The goal of pepper spray is to force the eyes to close and to reduce breathing to what's called life support breathing. They'll breathe enough to live, but not enough to exert themselves. And that gives you time to get away. Now when it comes to selecting a product, I'm going to tell you some of the options that I think are best. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you an option that I don't think is best, and that's keychain models. The problem with keychain models are twofold. Number one, there's not a lot of solution in this product. And we don't want to run out of solution before we run out of problem. But the other thing I don't like about keychain models are this twist top, because most people are not going to have the time or the presence of mind to twist this top before they spray somebody. When you're getting attacked, you're probably going to be experiencing what's called survival stress. That's going to change the way that you perceive and process information and affect the way that you perform physical skills. So things that can normally be easy can be difficult, can even be off the table. So keychain models, I'm a fan of those. Now, when it comes to a product that I do like, that's a 2-ounce canister. Now, what's nice about a 2-ounce canister is it gives us enough solution that we have a reasonable chance of effectively dealing with the problem, but at the same time, it's in a package small enough that most people can conceal it in a way that's comfortable. Now, I like this too because you can carry this in an empty pouch in your purse or an empty pocket in your pants or your coat. And this way, if you're walking out to and from your car as an example, well, I'm not drawing undue attention to myself. I'm not giving up the element of surprise. I'm not needlessly escalating the situation. But if I have to get it out, well, what's the fastest product you can deploy? One that's in your hand already. So I'm a fan of the 2-ounce canister. Now, when it comes to the button, you have a couple different choices. The only choice that I really like is a recessed button that's stiff that you carry in that empty pocket in your purse, your pants, or your coat, so there's nothing that's going to set it off. You know, under stress, the brain wants fast, natural, easy. So just grabbing a product and spraying it is fast, it's natural, it's easy. Now, some people just aren't comfortable with that though. So a reasonable option that you have is a flip top safety. Now what's nice about the flip top is it's going to stop anything from accidentally setting off that product, but at the same time you can get your thumb on the button without having to flip it up first. Having to flip it up before you spray would be like having to twist it before you spray, but this you don't have to. You can just put your thumb directly on the button because there's enough of a gap there. I think that's a reasonable compromise. Now when it comes to choosing a product, we got a couple different things to consider. First of all, you've got the percentage of the product and what are called Scoville heat ratings, Scoville heat units. Now, percentage of the product, I don't really think is that important. What matters most is the Scoville heat units. Now, what are Scoville heat units? If you like spicy food like I do, you know that a habanero is going to be hotter than a jalapeno. That difference in heat is rated in Scoville heat units. So when we spray somebody, we want to spray them with a habanero heat, ghost pepper heat, not with jalapeno heat. We want a product that's north of 5 million Scoville heat units. Now when it comes to the delivery system, you have what's called foam, gel, stream, and fog, sometimes with different names, but those are your choices. And when you look at the foam or the gel, they're usually going to come out in a cone, but the cone is going to consist of spatterings of either gel or foam. And then you have the stream that comes out in a straight line, just like a squirt gun. Now, those products, to have maximum effect, have to get directly in the eyes. They'll have minimal effect on the respiratory system, but still be effective on the eyes. But the problem is, you got to get them in the eyes. And when you're spraying somebody, they're probably not going to go like this. They're probably going to go like this or like this. which can make it very hard to target the eyes. What I like are aerosol products. Aerosol products come out in a cone, like hairspray or cooking spray, but it's an aerosol funnel, so now what happens is it's going to envelop them. And you can aim for the center of mass, just like we would if we were shooting somebody in self-defense. Why? Because it's an easier target to hit. But even if they turn their head and raise their hands, and they drop their head and raise their hands, you're still enveloping them in that aerosol that's going to get maximum effect on the eyes and the respiratory system. Another thing that I like is ultraviolet dye, because that way the police are able to arrest them. Well, that dye is going to connect them from your claim of a crime. Now, they're not going to see that dye, and they can't wash it off. But if the police arrest them, when you tell them, hey, I sprayed them with a product that has ultraviolet dye, they have lights that they can use to see that dye, and that connects them to the scene of the crime. Now, pepper spray isn't the best option for everybody. The strength of pepper spray is as a distraction. That means you spray and you get away. If you don't have the mobility to get away, probably not the best option for you. If you have any medical issues where you couldn't tolerate the spray because of breathing problems that you might have or other medical conditions that you might have, pepper spray probably is going to be the best option for you. But if you're able to, don't have those medical issues with breathing, if you're able, you have the physical ability to get away, then pepper spray can be a good choice if you understand its strengths and weaknesses, that it's a reliable means of distraction, not a reliable means of incapacitation. If you look down in a video description, you're going to see our product recommendation in the PDF file, and you're also going to see our podcast on pepper spray products. But if you have any questions, you're always welcome to contact our school directly, livesafeacademy.com, info@livesafeacademy.com, 586-771-8487. Thank you very much. Have a great day and be safe.